EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, welcome to this game. Jake Moody going to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Ready, set.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Right to the air is Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 14. And the Colts.
In motion is Warren. On first down, it's Richardson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Ready up.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. Steady.
Now Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He'll get it inside the 20. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal.
The motion man here is Mitchell. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's in! Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season.
And when things haven't been going your way, like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First carry now for Jmurdah. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and a long way to go. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Now deep ball here for Collins. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. The Texans set to punt this one away. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready! Ready! 68!
On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Okay, break!
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Come on, 60 Bobcat, 60 Cowboy 80.
In motion is Warren. Richardson will give it to Taylor. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
In motion is Warren.
Let's go.
2nd down throw for Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
The motion man here is Mitchell.
Ready.
The RPO. That one is complete. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Open man downfield. It's Warren. And he's in. Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Indy. Now, the extra point.
The kicker on for the point after.
It's up and good. And the Colts will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
What is up? Yes.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 16
That is
yards.
sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 6.
Ready to go.
Here's Williams now to throw. He'll find his big target, Matt Fryermuth. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. To throw, it's Williams. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for, and it'll bring up second down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
What is up? Cover. You got.
On second down, it's Rowe. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Richardson operating from the pistol. That's caught. It's Mitchell. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Colts out to the early lead. More from Houston coming up in a moment. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, Richardson. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And Mitchell, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. On the give, this is Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Third and long. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
Ready.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. But then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
Ready. Check.
The motion man here is Mitchell. From the gun on third down, Richardson. And he's into the end zone. At 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Colts. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
What is up?
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Alert!
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
What is up?
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Trying the right side, taken in by Collins. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 13 yards on the catch there. First down for Houston.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
What is it on?
Williams. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. That is brought in at the 10. And he will score! Touchdown, Texans. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans get back in it. It is 21-7.
Texans 7. Jake Moody to kick off.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Texans are going to come up with it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That one is caught by Collins. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Already know how it go. Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the glow. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of season.
What?
They hand it to Gibbs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Williams. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And he's going to get belted at the end, but he keeps possession of the football. Setting up first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second and goal. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short. Put him down at the 1.
A gain of 8 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. Gibbs. Touchdown. Houston. On is Moody to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Texans 14.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Ready, ready. 79 Broncos.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Buffalo, 18. Spin.
Richardson gonna look to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
70, here we go. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 70 Lions.
Richardson to throw. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. We'll Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He was looking for Jalen Noel that time. And that will lead to a second down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Williams to throw on second down. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That is brought in, and he will go all the way. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
In motion is Warren. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
That's good.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's number 40 on the season for him.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
On first down, it's Richardson. Flush to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
60 Bison.
Throwing, Richardson. Field dumped it off to Taylor. Complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8. At the 10.
On second down, Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Let's go now.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. And he's got the first down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to 1st and goal.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
A run on 1st and goal. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Here's another shot from the 6. It's 2nd and goal.
Come on, stop it all, AC. Ready.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Richardson operating from the pistol. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Well, a field goal would break the tie, but instead the offense stays out there. We're going to go for it on 4th and goal. From the gun, Richardson. And he's going to be taken down. Couldn't get rid of the football. They turn it over. Stop on 4th and goal.
Clearly this coach thought this was a moment he could strike. Thought he had a play to get this one in the end zone to take a touchdown lead. But instead, the defense comes up with a huge stop, and we still got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up here midfield. What a way to kick off the drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job, because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
41-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
What is up? Biggie Angels, Biggie Angels, Biggie Angels.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And he will numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Moody now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Texans go up by 7. 28-21.
Texans 28, Colts 21.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
Their own 35-yard line.
Mustang 19. Let's go.
In motion is Warren.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
Throwing is Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out. I believe the Colts were in there to retain possession. Yes, Indianapolis will hold on to the football.
Okay, break.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They need one right now. 3rd and long.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinals. Ready?
Now Richardson. He gets this complete to Mitchell. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
Down the right sideline. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow.
His kick is good. That will tie the game. 28 all.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time?
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Out to his right. looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Throwing on second down, Williams. That's to the left side, and caught by Nolan. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
14 yards.
Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame him.
He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Stephanie Ranger. Ready? 60 by 60.
On first and 10, here's Richardson. Left side, that is caught by Warren. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
60 Eagles. 60
It's a gain of
Eagles.
17 yards.
A run with Taylor. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was brought down at the 41-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 8.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Here's Richardson. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
This crowd trying to be a factor, getting very loud now. It's third and 5. Richardson to throw. That's caught left side. It's complete. taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 11 yards for number 11 and a first down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, ready.
Here's Taylor. Finding room to the 20. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal.
He'll try to run this one in, and he barrels his way into the end zone. Braylon Allen, touchdown Indy. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Colts have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Texans, 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. They go right back to Collins. He's got it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They still have all 3 timeouts. So here we go with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That's caught. Trying to get to that pylon. Not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1.
That's another 10.
Here is 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's Gibbs. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Jake Moody for the extra point.
An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game.
35. Jake Moody.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
On the ready.
Here's 1st down.
Hello. Check smash. Check smash. Press on 80. Check.
Slot man in motion right.
Warrior 17.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. They stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
60 by.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on third down.
On the set. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
From the gun, Richardson. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they were able to convert.
18, 5 in. Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. Now they burn the timeout. They are in that gray area. You might be able to get in 2 plays, but maybe just 1 left in this game. We'll see. Second and 6 coming up.
69 with 2. Cut up. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Buffalo 18. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Richardson gonna look to throw. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So it's a win here for the Texans. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.